So again, the question came in: why would they block women? So they can perpetrate their fraud. It didn't work into their psyop. If it doesn't work for their psyop, they destroy it. All right, so I got back online for this. There's a lot of crutches, a lot of wheelchairs, but it's temporary. So it needs people breaking their legs, spraining, pulling muscles. So we need to heal that. You do that with your mind and whatever else you do when you do what you do to petition the Lord. Give this a try. Say it doesn't win when that happens, throw a heel and your journey and you end up looking for something, coming back in to buy something, then you heal people and then say he doesn't win. But you wouldn't heal those people if Satan did what Satan did to cause the disruption. So when they, well, if they win, then the system's ignorant. If you let evil win like that, then the system will say it's better to be evil. That's the way the planet is. Oh, perfect timing. I don't want. Oh, that person has to return something. Not perfect time. Or she has to pay for something. Mm-hmm. Oh, here, I'll let one go in there. Let me get her. Got bad case of acne. She got bad case of acne. I gotta heal her, even though she took my register. See, that's the whole thing. Like Satan will make things happen to you and go, well, why are you healing them when you can't even enjoy that? That's what makes me the angel. And then, right. Is that open now? Yes. All right, thank you. You're welcome. I've been doing this a long time. Well, that's what you do. If you get disrupted and evil people did something, curse you, or cause something in your life, and you end up going another direction, heal everybody you see, and then the system will say, that God won, and well, because the system perpetrates fraud or propagates fraud and evil because why? Because people are getting with it. So Satan is winning, quote unquote. The evil isn't some. Oh, actually, you know what? Give me a second. I got to use my app. I like it being in my Walmart app. Now, you should be healing people anyway when you see them, especially people that have a face that you can see sadness or discomfort. Like, I'm saying what the immigration policy should be because we need to fix the United States, like the planet. It's in the wrong way. It's moving in the wrong direction. But it doesn't mean that I don't heal immigrants. If I see a Spanish woman with a sad face, I heal her. And maybe because of immigration. But again, giving her comfort in that moment because we need to do what we need to do based upon the corruption during the Biden administration. That, some stuff went on during the Trump administration. That's fine. Well, again, I'm for helping immigrants and stuff, but at a certain point, it got out of control. I mean, they're finding so much fraud, so much, some of it's not fraud, but it's fraudulent to extend those things to foreigners before you extend them to your own people. In other words, if you're an American and you're making $35,000 a year, and somebody comes in this country and they're giving them $20,000, you should be making $40,000 at least, and they shouldn't be here. I don't care. In their country, we can spend that money for pennies on the dollar and take care of them down there. Now, Mexico's expensive because of the narcotics and the money the narcotics brings in compared to what it was. It's still cheaper than up here. And then it degrades what we're doing here because they don't want to assimilate because they got entire cities that are Latino. But yet it doesn't work because they're getting arrested for all those crimes, including sex crimes. If they're in a community with controlled immigration, the sex crimes will drop. Of course, the number of immigrants will drop. But again, they don't feel that comfort that they felt back in their homeland because their homeland doesn't really, femicide and all that type of thing. Femirape is worse than femicide. But femicide doesn't include femirape. So again, they're going to say this. They're going to say, that's why they call me a pedophile. That's why they say I rape women, because there's no other way for them to get me. Just a bullshit lying machine of spycraft portions. I know the truth of who they are and what they do. And that's the bottom line. When they knew I could find them and see them when I was in the government, and I'd say things that nobody knew, they tried to destroy me. They plotted to kill me. Sound familiar? Where'd you hear that before? Caught me being nice to the black employees on duty. I was speaking to one sergeant detective who's black. I don't even know where I got the stuff from. I just started talking about people and the people and all that. It was probably too much for him. I was towards the end. He knew the truth. I'm sure he knew the truth. He's from Baltimore City, I think. I'm not sure though. I think he was the new guy, because the older guy was retiring. I remember the conversation. I just can't remember all of it. What I was saying. I was talking shit about the system. That's the point. You can't even just again, the Serpico effect. You can't just live your life. They don't accept it. I'll even operate me for years, man. They tried sexualizing me in the BOP. It was in the BOP. So Hashem moves me on, I was lucky to get that job with the Mars Service. I mean, I was a good employee. I can't, last year was no indicator. Well, actually, I did pretty good in the last 6 months. Did a lot of work. Did train those new guys how to run high threat trials. I was with him for about like doing my usual. I was like in the middle of everything for a few weeks, and then I said, "Well, here you're all going to run it. You're going to get the overtime. I don't need it right now." I just want to have a peaceful life and get away from the weirdos. The longer I spend at that courthouse, the more the weirdos were around. I was tons of women. Like everybody took money. I mean, you can't be a honeypot. You know, it's honeypot because they're getting paid, but they're getting paid by the corrupt system. Can't be a honeypot for that kind of shit on government time. No, it turns out that it was like since the first, like probably almost the first day I went in the Marshal Service. It was just weird. Again, I'm asleep. So, and again, that's what concerned them because I woke up and I knew they existed, but I didn't wake up. You know, I didn't realize that just seeing them meant I was waking up. They were all having sex. Don't let them tell you that they thought I was the perv or something. That's their scam. But again, that's the thing. You cuck these guys or gals, and then then they go and get all turned on. They run off and have better sex. That's the deep uh, psychology, I guess you would call it. I mean, it doesn't mean it's a physical cuck, but again, we saw that in DHS with the one boss. He's not the only one. It's the one they prosecuted. Employee and his wife. You got to serve the boss sexually. You find it one time in the government, it happens a million. I'll tell you that. They're trying to take me out before I woke up. That's what's going on. Oh, Hashem has me swing around this way because I could go straight over and love that. I was able to do it once, and then Hashem obviously doesn't want me to. I'm just going to swing around through that neighborhood and heal it. Well, the thing is, I think we can get people in to be buddies with, what's more important is we get them some hobby. Like, I wouldn't say just hobbies. So that people go places socially. When somebody's been on the street, the only social place they've been is on the street. That's where they're going to end up if we don't find them some other place. Here's an example. When I was a kid, I was smoking cigarettes, and I quit. And I mean, it was hell. It was hell. And I went to the movie. What was it? I went with my brother. I never hung out with him before, really. What did we go see? It was something like some big like movie from back then. I don't even remember. But it was a big movie, whatever it was. It was like a famous movie that everybody should remember, but I don't remember it, of course. It's been a long time ago, and I haven't been thinking about it. But again, that I had to keep my mind on something. You can't just like put them in a halfway house or whatever it is, or wherever it is they end up in aftercare and expect it to work. And again, I know you got your hands full out there, but you got to do something. You got to get them somewhere. You got to bring them back to regular life. So again, it's like a peer coach, but it's something more hands-on. You have to get, because they don't have nobody and no thing. Like you notice the ones that go with Vic and do the Vic thing, they're doing much better. Now there are others that do succeed, and some of them have families and other things. I don't know if that one guy. I think that one guy absconded again, but that's okay. God will get him because I know he's being directly cursed away from rehab. Now he may have got in. Vic may show put a video, or I didn't see it. Gavin, I don't know if Gavin made it, but we need to get him in there. So, he's somebody. Again, being a somebody means you're in service to the world, but he can't get to his service because he's stuck in a narco addiction. Again, they take us out all different ways. Eliana, they took her out. Tried to sideline me. Did my best over the years. I just thought she had a real life where it was going to work. And I guess she does. She just got that, stuff. She's trying to power it. Over in her life, she probably was able to use all those powers to get her life where she needed to get it. And overcome things. And she's still trying it, and she might. I mean, I don't know. But it's just a horrible place to be. Now I know I'm supposed to be in her life for whatever. I mean, maybe she still would have had that, but I could be there. And I would have already explained the afterlife to her. And maybe start her visions moving. Because a lot of people believe you can't see that. If you believe you can't see it, you can't see it, right? Well, it's as real as this place, but it's way different. And again, I could reveal some of this now. So I might say something exists, but Hashem's just opening up that pathway. And, with affirmations. I've done a ton of work in this existence. I can speak fast when I want to. I've said a lot over the last 22 years, although I've done some work before that. Not being a sleep person. Well, if you stay away from me, there's no reason for me to say it, right? So it wouldn't have been said. You're your own worst enemy's off. Well, we can consider it rogue if it was rogue. Again, if you accept it beyond a certain point, then it's not rogue. What might be rogue is not being it. The President Trump's rogue. Maybe that's why being rogue now is cool. Because they reverse the polarity. I should have talked to that woman at length about what happened and what I should do. I didn't think of it. I was thinking about that earlier, but I was trying to think of who I should talk to. Darn it. Maybe that's why she showed up too. I should have told her what happened and asked her what to do. I didn't think of it. Yeah, they curse me all day, so again, the mind has to be. You can't ignore it. I'm just telling you that. That's a bullshit statement that you just ignore it. There's a point in your life where you could ignore it, but once they go over a certain point, then you can't. And that was decades ago. Could be nice tomorrow. It's gonna cool down. I gotta try to call Kansas. I don't know if I got time. Oh, it's an hour earlier, so I might have time. I've got my money's worth though, because what happened was they screwed with me, so I didn't move in right away. And I actually might still be there if I moved in right away, and they didn't screw with my life. So it would probably maintain my health. And they caused me to have to re-register my vehicle right before I left. So I got like many months out of it at this point, but I still got to get it re-registered or give it away to charity. One or the other. But it still drives. I don't know, what's it got, 80 on it or not yet? It's got 69 on it. Well, it's a Nissan V6, so it's probably pretty good engine. And one of those transmissions, continuous something. That's kind of forced into buying this vehicle. They made millions doing it. He's in prison for a while. We feel Nesbitt's over here. It's like in season now. Now you want to come out? I guess you don't want to come out. Jeep, what do you call them? Couldn't figure out why I was so tired yesterday, but I sprayed a bunch of magnesium, a ton of it. Like, why am I so tired? My body was actually more reactive to it, which probably means because I am getting looser again. I need to get some massages. Yeah, I had a lot of stuff I had to take back. I had to take back to Walmart something, I had some Amazon. I might have to send something. I might have to send that weed eater thing back. It's just too clunky. It has wheels, but the wheels don't really work that well, and it's heavy. It's heavy enough where it needs wheels. And then, but the worst part is, I just noticed yesterday, not that it's heavy. You have to fight the trigger at the same time, and you can't lock that one. It's got like a certain. I have not all the time, but like I have a certainly saw attachment on it. I have to clean it up. But I only use the one blade. I'll have to clean it up and send it back. I just don't see me benefiting from it. The wheels either had to work or it had to be not so heavy and clunky. And that trigger with so much pressure. The trigger's got too much pressure while being heavy and clunky. And the wheels don't work. I think they're too narrow. I'm not sure, but
have to figure that out. I guess I got a couple weeks to turn that back in. I hate returning stuff, but I'm just hoping I don't have to do anything with it. Maybe I'll contact Shure. Now what I'm going to do is make sure my firmware isn't faded. Let it like stay charged overnight. Maybe I'll have to even reset it. I don't know. Cursed life, you know. That's what Tupac was speaking about. That's how he got shot. They cursed him. They couldn't shoot him unless they cursed him. I think I'm just about out of power on this thing on the phone. So I had to buy more gigabytes of bandwidth on my one phone. I must have not been using the Wi-Fi. So I ran out of gigabytes. Oh, my automatic Wi-Fi thing was off. That's what it is. I got to get it back on. Again, I think, I think the deep state hacked me. So I was trying to manipulate the phone to work, and then see how that works. I do something physical, then something metaphysical takes over. Satan pays them for the physical hack by metaphysically blocking me from restoring my Wi-Fi, and then it costs me additional money and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I mean, at this point, Trump could be, the president could be the rogue. I mean, it could be that much corruption in government. I mean, he's trying to do the right thing. I got to heal these kids up here. Good kids, such good kids in this neighborhood. They're like my kids, they're good kids. Let's see what we got. All right, I got